One of the most challenging things that most of the poultry farmers face is the fact that they don't know how best they can benefit from these local chickens. So who benefits more or who profits more in local poultry farming?
So a person who is selling the old chicks benefits more.
Are you sure?
Benefits more if he has customers who can take chicks every week. Remember, person, the reason as why I'm saying somebody who benefits more, because chicks go every after 1 week. You understand? So somebody who is selling the old chicks will get more profits from this business than anybody who is selling as poultry products, like selling mature birds, eggs, what. But if somebody wants to make it as a business, he or she should have mature birds.
Okay.
The reason as why I'm saying somebody should have mature bird is that so many people eat bird than those who are keeping birds.
Right.
You understand? For me, if I'm to give somebody advice how to get money from this business, the best advice could be having mature birds. Reason being that there are so many people who are eating local birds than who are keeping birds. But a person who is selling the old chicks will benefit more if he has customers or clients that take chicks every week. You get my point? Let me make sure I'm not complicating it.
I don't know, maybe you will become more easier, or it become easier if you give us some of the mathematics which is involved there.
Like giving mathematics which is involved in the old chicks. Let's calculate together. If my birds are giving me 700 the old chicks every week,
Okay.
and I sell each chick at 3,500.
How many birds are we talking about?
Here we are talking about somebody who has 250 birds
Okay.
laying eggs,
Okay.
and he is getting 700 chicks every week from those birds. He or she will be selling those chicks 3,500 each. So selling 700 chicks every week, you will be getting 2.4 M.
Okay.
So when you remove the expenses, that person will be staying with
Like which expenses can
like hatching expenses,
how much is the hatch?
because each chick or each egg is hatched at 200 shilling,
Okay.
and each chick is vaccinated at 200 shilling.
Okay.
So we shall remove those expenses, and even the feeds that feed the mature ends in the period of laying.
So how do I calculate?
We can calculate it together here. If I have 250 birds, 250 birds will be eating 25 kilograms a day.
Okay.
Because each mature bird should eat 100 grams a day. You understand that? So if they are 250, they will be consuming 250 kilograms a day.
Okay.
So we are collecting eggs for 7 days. When you collect eggs for 7 days, we multiply 25 kilograms times 7 days.
And how much is that?
Those will be 175 kilograms. So meaning we need 175 kilograms to feed 250 birds laying eggs. So, and each kilo of a mixed feeds, it will be at 1,500. Meaning our birds will be eating 260 shillings per week.
Per week?
We are calculating per week,
Okay.
7 days, 260,000 per week. Then we also get eggs. Remember, we are getting trays of eggs from 250 birds. We shall be getting around 5 trays. 5 trays a day. 5 trays times 7. We take 35 trays. 35 trays, we shall be taking 1,050 eggs to the hatchery,
Okay.
so that we get 700 birds. So we calculate those eggs times 200 shillings per egg. That will be, you see the amount.
Yeah.
Then this amount plus the feeding cost, we are 260. So we are in 470
As the expenses.
as the expenses. Then when we get the 700 chicks from the hatchery after 21 days, we have to vaccinate them. Each chick is vaccinated at 200. 700 times 200, that will be
That's
140.
140,000.
Yeah, plus the 470.
610,000.
Remember, we got 2.4 M from selling the chicks.
Yeah.
So we just get 2 million minus 610. So the balance will be 1,790,000. Those are profits. A person who is selling the old chicks will be getting every week. But he or she should have customers that take those chicks. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying a person who is selling the old chicks will be better than a person who is selling any other products.
Okay.
But if you don't have customers that will take those chicks every week, look at having mature cocks at your farm.
For them, they have the market.
They have the market. But you should also be creative to find the market. Market won't find you when you are seated at the farm. You have to create ways of getting market. For me, what I do here is I always advertise my products on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. But somebody can go ahead and tell other people that I have chicks, or I have cocks, or I have hens. You can also, maybe you can get a tukutuku, put on your birds, you move and sell.
So you don't sell eggs?
I don't sell eggs. Because if I sell an egg at, let's say, 1,000, and in that egg I can get a chick, and I sell it 3,500, you see the difference. That's why I don't advertise eggs. I don't advertise eggs because I have clients that take the old chicks. Because what I do is making sure that my parent stock is very nice, LSA, and growing fast. So people admire my parent stock. They say, we want to get chicks from your parent stock. So a person who wants to get money from local poultry farming, look at having a nice breed, growing fast.
And how do I ensure I have a good breed?
First of all, look at where you get your chicks before starting. Come to the farm, visit that farmer. You can visit any farmer. Visit the farmer, look at his breed, then get chicks from him. So when you get chicks from him, again, you also make sure that from day one, make sure that you look at those chicks very well, so that you get a nice breed. Then when you also source cocks from another farmer, you get good cocks. So the chicks from those birds will be very nice, and the client will just come.
So you said you emphasize that someone who is hatching the birds, the chicks, earns more. Like you have a parent stock here.
Yes, I do have a parent stock.
When did you start hatching them? Do you start from the first eggs that have been laid, or?
That's a very nice question. On that question, I will stick to it so much because so many people have been complaining about it. Hello B6, my chicks hatched, but they are dying so much.
Wow.
The mortality rate is so high in the brooder. But if you want to avoid high mortality rates, make sure that the birds, you collect eggs from the birds that are 7 months and above.
Oh.
So the local chicks, the local hens start laying at 4.5 months. But make sure that you take eggs that are 7 months and above. In that period, when let's say they have started at 5 months, sell those eggs between those 2 months. Keep selling those eggs to people who want to eat. As you are buying time, so that you pick eggs to take to hatchery when the birds are 7 months and above. Meaning a cock should be 7 months and above, and the hen should be 7 months and above. You will get LSA chicks, and they will not die in the brooder. They will not disturb you. Because remember, when you give a client nice chicks, that client will bring you more clients. That's what I do here. Firdaus, if you come and book chicks from me, I make sure that I'm always talking to you, so that your birds are very nice. So when somebody from anywhere else come and see your birds and say, Firdaus, where did you get these birds from? You will just tell him that I got them from B6. Get his number, call him, he will give you chicks. And when that guy or client call me, I also make sure that I will also explain him how to keep birds very well. So I keep that chain. Because if you give somebody birds, You don't teach him.
They'll make mistakes.
He will make mistakes.
And then they will blame you.
They will blame me and I will lose customers. Wow. So I emphasize more and I see that people who have taken my chicks look after them very well. Customer care is so important in this business if you want to get money from it. People think that if you put your pine stock there and you have chicks, you will get money. No. You need to communicate to those clients. You need to advertise. You need to be neat at the farm. Yeah? You need to vaccinate. You need to feed your birds very well. People say, remember, local birds eat each and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. But we also have to feed it on a well-formulated quality. Give it as a supplement, but also give it a well-formulated feeds. If we want to gain from it.
I can spend the entire day just having a conversation about poultry farming with B6. He's so knowledgeable. He has mastered this game, I can really tell. And of course, follow him for more tips on poultry farming and more knowledge. Kindly follow him
on YouTube channel. They should follow me on YouTube, B6 Local Poultry Farm. Facebook, also follow me, B6 Local Poultry Farm. TikTok, also B6 Local Poultry Farm. Or is my number is there. The number is 0744 36 47 55. At the B6 or Local Poultry Farm, we always sell the old chicks. And remember, we give people bonuses. Book 100 chicks, get 110. Book 200 chicks, get 220.
That's good. Most of the suppliers actually, they just add extra too.
I'm the only farmer who does this. I'm the only farmer in Uganda who does this.
Thank you for being generous.
Yeah, because I want people to start. I don't want to... How can I say it? Like, if you give somebody a bonus, somebody add a target of 100, and you give him 110. Even if he makes mistakes, those mistakes will be in the 10 chicks. So I want so many people to come and we preach the word of local poultry farming. Because remember, these are our birds.
If you're many who are doing it, you enjoy it.
Yeah, we enjoy, and we can also start selling these birds to outside countries.
Exactly.
But for now,
you can't sell them.
We can't sell.
There is a need.
There is a need. So we cannot get a market from America or Arab Emirates countries that we can give you local birds because we are still few. But if people come, you have birds, I also have birds, and even the other one has birds, and the other one we can gather, and we export them. That's why I want people to keep local birds, and mostly why I want people to venture into this business. It can be managed by everyone. The birds are resistant to diseases. They can grow. Remember, people used to say that local birds don't grow. Exactly. But if you know what to do and you come to my farm and I teach you how to keep these birds, they grow. At 4 months, a cock is mature to be sold. 4 to 5 months, you can sell a cock at a good money and you get some profit. You understand? At 4.5 months, the hen has started laying. But back in the days, people could say that a local chick take 1 year.
1 year, 6 months before you see an egg.
And mostly, I would encourage somebody who wants to start this business, before investing in your money into this business, make sure that you get more knowledge. You can get more knowledge through visiting farmers, and they teach you. Ask questions. When somebody comes to my farm and asks questions, I will answer all the questions. You can read books about poultry. You can watch videos on YouTube. There are so many videos. Kenyan farmers are keeping birds, even from those outside countries. Remember, these birds are everywhere, local birds. So get more knowledge before starting a poultry farm. Or stick to one farmer, and that one farmer become you follow that person. There are so many people who are following me, and now they are doing it better than me. Wow. I have farmers who have more birds than me.
And that's the way.
And they started with me. And so I want somebody to come to my farm or call me. We discuss more about this business. Wow.
There you have it. Kindly, if you found this video very helpful and insightful, give it a like and share it to more farmers so that we can all benefit. Until next time, thank you for watching.